What is going on, you beautiful bunch of savages? It is Primetime 153 EK Warrior up against B3 Crow. Xbox Championship on the line here this evening. An incredible night of fights, as always, to be expected by Primetime MMA. We're going to have a little look at the entirety of the card. A little bit different from what we had listed there, but some top names stacked top to bottom. A little bit of a shorter card than normal, but obviously we're expecting the absolute best to be turning up here this evening, showcasing their skills and finding out this early on in the season who can make a run towards claiming that belt and keeping it for the duration. Joining me in the commentary booth, the ones and onlys, we've got Jay motherfucking Dime and Swaggy. How are you doing, lads?
You know the vibes, Cyrus. We doing good. I'm excited for this card, man. And I don't wanna, tow anybody's, egos here. But I'm really excited to see this Wright versus MG fight. I think that's the people's main event. That's gonna be an absolute banger. An absolute banger. How you doing, Jay?
I'm great right now, and I'm gonna tell you what fight I'm looking forward to the most. I'm looking forward to the Dave fight because Dave was running through both divisions, and now that he's lost his belt, is the hunger still there? Because he's really accomplished everything. And now, how badly does he want to get back to the top and get that belt again, Cyrus?
Exactly right. Dave, man, he put on just such a run on last season. It was crazy, man. Like I said, he went from like the 5-5 fighter, win 5 fights against the best that there was, and then lose like 5 fights against people that he really shouldn't have, given his skill level. But he turned that around, put on like an absolute masterclass for a very long time. Became double champion. Did decide to relinquish his Xbox belt when we started this new season. We had PlayStation and Xbox Grand Prix. He decided going to give up the Xbox One, concentrate on PlayStation. Managed to defend once or twice at the beginning of that Grand Prix, and then he lost it against his teammate in CV, who obviously is the current champion right now. But he's looking to bounce back better than ever, I am sure. And tonight is maybe the start of his redemption, if you will. But we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see if he's able to tackle a tough test that he has set against him. There's no easy fights in this PlayStation division, and Dasuki is one of the more unusual matchups, let's say, when it comes to the way that people fight. He doesn't fight like most people. But with that all being said, lads, obviously a little bit stylishly late as always, my fault. But we're going to get into this first fight between two guys that I really highly respect, and not only respect, but expect great things every time they step foot into the octagon. I've had the pleasure of sparring both of these guys myself. They both absolutely destroy me anytime I step in there. I know firsthand the levels that there are, Jay Dime. We got GOAT of MMA stepping in on short notice, and he's going to be going up against the one and only K1 Jody BJJ, who I believe has one of the higher fight IQs around. It's about whether or not he can execute on the night.
Yeah, I like this matchup because GOAT of MMA is making his way back into the UFC 5 community. Like, he's getting back, former champ. And Jody BJJ, he fought his heart out last week. He beat Nas. He almost made it to the final. Like, he's on a hot streak right now, so I'm really interested to see how this plays out, especially with TJ and Cody, Doc. I call it Doc. Damn, my fault. I say Doctor. You look different again. My bad,
Damn
Doctor.
It.
You look a little different.
I changed that shit. I swear I did.
It's okay, lad. I'm excited for the Jody is like a new star, new rising star on the scene, and this is just another obstacle to get past, because go like Naz and like the other people that Jody fought in the Grand Prix. Go has a history of dominance in this league, and I'm just excited to see what Jody can do. But don't sleep on Go. Sorry.
Nah, man, he used to be a grappler, which is crazy, but now he's all hands all the time. He's looking to just kind of lay those paws on you from the get-go in true B3 style, looking to break that block and break some jaws in that octagon, Jay Dime. Going to be a little bit easier said than done, though. Of course, Jody BJJ even is a bit of a cerebral fighter, a little bit more kind of calm and calculated in his approach, and does look to set up some really big counter shots if you give him the opportunity. So I feel like these guys stylistically match up very well, especially considering that this was short notice and GOAT stepped up to get it. We've ended up with a little bit of a blessing here this evening.
Yeah, and usually I'd say you're using TJ Dillashaw, use your footwork, you know what I'm saying? But I want to see motherfuckers trade in the pocket. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see a firefight right now, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, this is a perfect matchup for a firefight too, because when you think back on Cody and TJ's actual fights, you know, they were very firefighty, and this is kind of what we're getting right now, Jay. You know, there's a little bit of still trying to figure each other out. Oh my God, they're brawling.
Oh, it's looking bad. I'm not gonna lie. Cody Garbrandt may have got his revenge on TJ Dillashaw. It is over. Cody, no love, fucking Garbrandt with the victory.
Yes, sir. Cody, especially this version of Cody on the game, is an absolute menace. And if you watch the Grand Prix, you know that Jody uses this pick often, man. Like, it's his pick in this weight class. And you can see why. Like, the way he set up that finish. And then ultimately, the killer instinct, Swaggy, for when his opponent was hurt and rocked, to just jump and swarm all over him and get that finish very, very quickly. Impressive work from Jody BJJ to kick off tonight's card.
Yeah, no, and he was hurt early in the fight too, Cyrus. Like, it wasn't looking great for him at one point, and he made the adjustments he had to make, and he went in there and he got the kill.
Exactly right, my man. Exactly right. Well, starting us off very, very quickly, we've only got 2 more fights on the prelims here this evening. The next one up is going to be between Art of War. Art of War, man, stepping in there. He's 1-0 this season now. He does like to make some runs when he can, and he's been talking a lot of trash leading up to the season. He believes he has the skills to become champion. He's going to have to prove it night after night in order to find himself in an opportunity for a title fight. Ranked number 7 right now, going up against ranked number 11 in Iron Domingo. Both guys 1-0. This one in featherweight J-Dime, and we're already getting some very, very interesting picks. Alexander Volkanovski going up for the rematch up against Ilia Topuria.
Yeah, I like the Alex pick because of the footwork, and he has everything. But it's tough to stay away from Ilya for a long period of time, because a lot of times it feels like Ilya is going to eventually catch you, Cyrus, on that cage.
It really does, man. His power is so crazy, and it translates like particularly well on this game. He's not like a guy that, like, when he starts getting a little bit tired, the kind of pop comes off his punches either. His punch power remains for the full course of a 15 to 25 minute bout. I feel like that for Iron Domingo, who's let's say a polarizing character in the community, likes to talk some trash inside and outside of that cage. Been a little bit of controversy in the past about some unaired matches and the like, but he likes to toe that line a little bit, kind of dipping his toe into trying to frustrate his opponents at all costs. Art of War, on the other hand, although he does like to talk his talk, Alexander Volkanovski is a great pick for him. I've seen him use it before. I feel like it matches his style pretty well, and he utilizes Alexander's kind of skill set a little bit better than most out here, Swaggy. The way that he, traditionally anyway, attacks the legs, likes to mix in everything together, and kind of doesn't really go away from being the shorter fighter in the cage. Kind of uses that to his advantage. Now, please ready up. That's all I have to say. Please ready up. Iron Domingo taking his sweet, sweet time here this evening.
Yeah, no, he is taking his sweet old time, and like you said with the whole reach thing, Alex and being short, them T-Rex arms, he does do a really good job at using that to his advantage. But Ilya is one of those picks where you gotta be careful at all times, because he do got that crazy dangerous power.
Yeah, I read the chat, right? And Wawa said something I agree with. This is Cyrus versus Ilya Topuria. I don't know how Cyrus is in the booth and he's about to fight. That's probably what's holding up the fight right now, because you're supposed to be in that cage right now, Cyrus.
Yeah, no, he is right in the... You're right. But Strikey said in the chat he's being integ checked right now, and he absolutely is. That is the delay. Okay. Let's do this, lads. Ready?
Hold on. Forget the integ check real quick. Hey, that ping jumped really high a second ago. What? No. Now it's going back low. Now it's back high again. I care about that a lot, because it jumped in the reds a second ago.
Yeah, that could be a little bit worrying. I mean, we've got Storm Dara over here in the UK, man. That shit's got like 93 mile an hour winds right now. Almost died on a motorbike earlier going out, and that thing was not a smart move.
This is not a delay. This is a lag.
No, that's what I mean. It's affecting connection.
Man, listen. The ping ain't that high, but it's jumping, because it was at 90 something and back to 90 something. Then it goes to 100 something. Oh my goodness.
But they're almost done with the intake checks by the sounds of things. I'm Domingo. Just follow the instructions, my man. It's not fucking complicated. We have these things run on rinse and repeat every single week. So many people get intake checked. It's one of the things that we have to stay on top of, obviously, as part of the community, making sure that people are playing for themselves and everything else. It's a very simple set of rules. If you can't follow that, you're not capable of fighting quite clearly. There's a certain level of IQ you need to step inside that cage. And there's a certain level of IQ that's required to follow basic instructions to pass an intake check. So do your thing, follow those instructions, and let's move on very, very soon. With that, though, lads, I think we'll take an opportunity, since we've got a couple of moments, to have a look forward at the rest of the card. Now, obviously, there's a couple of fights that were mentioned earlier on. There's one adjustment that I will just quote to you at the moment, and that is going to be that there is a change where mix-ups, unfortunately, is not on tonight's card. We have What Remains of Maxi up against Spooky stepping in on short notice. And J-Dime, man, we've seen this now. Spooky, since coming across to the Xbox division, has been a problem. His grappling pedigree is, a nightmare for anybody to deal with. And he got a little bit of hate on the way that he played in the community event and the way that he's attached since, but it's because of the absolute dominating style that he has when he's able to get his hands on you. The grappling is on a different level. He's very much just going to smother you and land some big damage anytime it's on the mat. That real kind of old school ground and pound sort of grappling does Spooky bring to the table.
Spooky's the way he play his game style, his play style is meant for the Xbox. I'm not gonna lie, fits in there perfectly. Like he literally has went on Xbox and done a lot better than he did on PlayStation. Like, because he's so grappling heavy. Like, he's a specialist to a certain extent, Cyrus. Like, he's so grapple heavy, but he's doing better now because his striking is starting to get better with his grappling, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly right. And you talk. That's a crazy thing. Like, him and Eagle both did this. They both started striking quite a lot in their fights for a little while. And it was at a perfect point in the season where they weren't really in an opportunity to make a run anymore. So I feel like they were just testing their skills against some really notable strikers. And I feel like that paid dividends for them now as they've advanced, because they put themselves into a position where they're really able to keep on top of the striking world. They're not getting overwhelmed in it. They're not kind of getting outclassed in it. And it's setting up their grappling, which obviously complements their striking as well, Swaggy as well, because when somebody's shooting at those legs, it makes you bring those hands down. And of course, that then makes their striking even better.
I think we're here now. Art said we good. I think we're here.
Okay,
are
we are good from what I hear. So that is all good now. I'll be honest with you, may have sent some very stern messages in that chat to try and speed this up. So I'm hoping it's done. let's get this shit on the road. Ilya Taporia, Iron Domingo. You have 10 seconds, my man. Otherwise, this is a loss, and we ain't seeing you fight again. Because
hey, Art. When you said we good, you mean you're good. Never mind. We got the show on the road. Ilya's wearing them ugly shorts. Let's go.
Shorts.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, Brazilian. Why you got those yellow shorts?
Man, that's disgusting.
That's
shorts that
nasty.
Charles Oliveira should have wore. Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to lie to you. I try to stay as impartial as possible. But after the fuckery of trying to get into this fight, I am Team Art of War all day long right now. This guy needs to lay some hands on Taporia early and show him what's up, making us all wait. It's unacceptable, Jay. It's un-frickin' acceptable.
Okay, so I was upset that he made us wait, right? That was pissing me off. But then I seen the shorts, and it just made me more upset.
Oh, that is bad. And Domingo took his time, came out here though. Out of the gates, hot, man.
Oh my goodness. That's how he want to punch Cyrus. He's really taking his anger out on Art, because he's really mad at you, Cyrus.
Bro, he can be as mad as he wants. That's okay. As long as he fights well, and basically doesn't be an absolute pest, then he's okay. He's okay, is it? He's okay. The thing about Iron Domingo is he does put on some good performances. He ultimately can struggle from time to time. Once again, like a lot of people, man, he loses fights he really shouldn't, and then looks like he's going to play out of his skin in some other matchups. He started this one really quick, but I will say Art of War is not he's not a guy that kind of allows that to get to him too often. Swaggy, he's often able to bounce back. He never really gives up on himself. And I feel like that's one of his biggest strengths, his durability.
Yeah, 110%. I definitely agree with that. Right now, Art of War really just needs to like focus on trying to kind of keep the distance too manageable, but he also needs to figure out a way to kind of like make it his fight. Like there's like no, he's really not like standing on business right now. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
So he's a bitch. That's
I'm not calling him bitch.
You just said he's not standing on business. That.
Oh my god.
So what does that mean?
He's like.
He's not standing on his 10 toes. So what does that mean?
Controlling the fight. Like Iron Domingo's controlling the fight. Look at this.
There's the grappling that Iron Domingo has become known for, attacking that aggressively to manage to get it back to the mat. Art of War able to defend the first, but not the second attempt. Once again, Art of War able to bounce back from adversity more than most. I imagine that he's going to try and take his time and work his way back to his feet, but only 40 seconds to survive down here if worst comes to worst, Jay Dime. He does manage to take his back.
Nice. And the thing is, Art has been here before. That's why when he got on the ground, he didn't panic because he's a seasoned vet. So he's won against people that's even better than Iron Domingo. He may not have won all of them, but he's faced the who's who, Cyrus.
Absolutely. I will say right now, there's two things in this fight from the Art of War side that I think need to be mentioned. Number one is that he does really good when he's using his lateral movement. He seems to be finding himself out of range of some of the shots that Iron Domingo is throwing. He's not really capitalizing on them with counters. He's doing a great job of evading some of the damage. But then, Swaggy, my other problem is that occasionally he's getting caught taking pictures. He gets stands in the pocket, plants his feet, and he's the one that's getting off, coming off the worst from the combinations, because you cannot be trading in the pockets with Taporia. You just can't be doing it. It doesn't matter who's behind the sticks and how much you don't respect their game. This guy hits hard, man. This guy hits hard.
Yeah, no, 110%. They both hit hard. They both hit hard is the thing, but Taporia just hits harder. So you really can't really be playing around in the pocket too much because there's always a chance. But right now, Art's doing a fantastic job at landing what he needs to land and getting out.
Man. Art, you know he's doing a good job at, and he needs to keep doing that lead uppercut. That lead uppercut is fucking money. So if he keeps timing that lead uppercut, he's going to keep having success, and he's going to eventually drop Ilia Taporia, Cyrus.
Absolutely. Oh, there it is. Like when he's fighting on the outside, he's the man that's leading the dance, and that's what he needs to keep doing. He seems to be able to have the anti-grappling down to a certain extent. Does get taken down right there, of course, after a bit of a flurry that landed, but he was doing a really good job fighting on the outside. It's the inside fighting that keeps getting him caught, and I feel like the switch up from Taporia, from Iron Domingo, is the grappling, Swaggy, because now he starts to get lit up on the outside. He doesn't waste any time. He doesn't want his opponent to get any momentum, so he tries taking him down, but we all know that without a wall, it's kind of pick your poison, because the man can grapple, at least a little bit.
Yeah, he's not the best grappler in the world, but he is an elite grappler. I would say he does have the IQ on the ground. He does know what he's doing down there. It's just not his choice of sword. You know, he'd rather stand in there and bang. And he's doing a good job at it, and that's why Iron Domingo is trying to turn to the grappling, but it's really not working for him right now, Jay.
Yeah, you're jinxing people right now. But yeah, I was just waiting for something to happen. But yeah, you're right. We're back on the feet. Right now, this is an Art of War fight to win or to lose right now because he's controlling this right now. After the first round, Art's seen something in this fight and he's turned it around, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, not giving up on himself, trying to switch momentum, and he seems to be able to do so. Iron Domingo absolutely in panic mode right now, shooting takedown after takedown. Even when that takedown landed, it wasn't ultimately going his way. There it is, the right hand lands. The madness, the chaos he brings to the cage. Keeps mixing it up, and he finds a way to connect, Swaggy.
Yeah, man, like, Taporia got that power, bro. He's scary. He's dangerous. Like, if you're close in the pocket fighting the way Art's fighting, your jaw's still a target.
Man, this hurts for Art of War because Art of War has been doing all the damage this round just to get dropped because Ilia got that fucking power. Like, He has to fight perfect basically because Ilya has an equalizer that Volk doesn't have, Cyrus.
Like, yeah, no, I don't disagree. And I will just say that, like, Art of War, if I was in his corner right now, I would be screaming at this guy, stop trying to stutter step, just lean back and counter. He's trying to be a little bit too fancy with it. He knows that he, in his own mind at least, that he's the better fighter. But he's fighting down, man. He's not fighting to his own skill set. He needs to just keep it simple. Because what Iron Domingo is doing out here, Jay and Swag, is that he's fighting with a chaotic approach. He's trying to bring things to the table that isn't normal, out of sequence. And he's getting success just time and time and time again. As a result, Swaggy, once again, getting that takedown on an oddly timed entry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's really not using any setups. He's kind of just throwing it out and just kind of doing what he wants to do out there, Jay.
Yeah, and good flip. How are we judging this fight? Is it 0-2 right now, Cyrus? What is the scorecard?
I believe so, and it's a disappointment, like you said, because he was ultimately winning that round up until he got rocked. But now he's in top now. This is where he needs a finish, and a couple of nicely changed strikes could be the difference in this fight. Taking the judges out of it is what is needed if you're in the side of Art of War. You cannot rest on it. He's got a great top control, gets another deny. See if he can finish with an elbow right here, because that might be all this road. One elbow.
Who needs the judges? That's all I'm saying. I don't think Art is looking at the scorecards. Oh, he got the up. Oh my goodness. But if you're Art, he was having success. Oh yeah. If you're Art now, you just walk him down. You put this away. Fuck the judges, Swaggy.
Yeah, the head health is cooked.
Fuck the judges. It's over.
It's over.
Damn, he's still swinging. God, leave.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Art of War means business here this evening.
Hey, I fucking did it. You piece of shit.
Jeez, she got that one out the mud. It was looking, listen, there was moments where it was looking ugly for him. But like I said, Art is a seasoned vet. You're going to have to kill him to beat him. And like I said, it's kill or be killed.
Bro.
And he chose to be the killer.
Bro, he just right now, I let that run, but he just right now came on mic and just put Iron Domingo on blast. I'm not going to lie to you. He really did. Called him a bitch, called him everything under the sun, and he brought up a matchup from Mitchie. So I referenced it very slightly before the fight, but a little bit of controversy in one of his previous unaired fights from last season, where they were kind of contesting who had won the fight, and there was no proof of it. So it just went down as a fight that didn't happen, basically. And like, the circumstantial evidence would suggest that Mitchie had got that fight. That was the circumstantial evidence, but there was nothing clear, right? There was nothing clear about it, so it went down. And he just came on, called him everything under the sun, called him a bitch, all of that. And then just said, and we all know that Mitchie won that fight, you know, that you lied about it, da-da-da-da-da. I didn't realize there was that much heat behind it. I know these guys didn't like each other too much, but like, out of war,
it sounded like it was personal. It sounded like this was personal. That's what it sounded like.
Nah, it really was.
Wow. Well, look, that was about as entertaining as it gets. I'm not going to lie, I was very, very much thoroughly involved in that one. That's good. It sets us up for the featured fight of the prelims here this evening. And Swaggy, this is an interesting fight between Cleaning Tuber and Striking. Kind of opposing styles, grappler v striker. A bit of a throwback to the old school, old guard of MMA in the way that these guys approach the game. So I'll be interested to see who's able to enforce their will here this evening. Can we see Striking live up to his name and put those hands to work, able to stop those takedowns, or will it be Cleaning Tuber that is ultimately able to get that takedown and go to work on the mat?
Tuba does have a really heavy grappling play style, but I enjoy the way he plays. I enjoy the grappling he does. He brings like this kind of dominating grappling to the table. And Striking's a dog, man. Striking got that dog in him. Striking will just walk forward and just throw shit, Jay. Striking out here. He outside for real, for real.
So, what I got from what you said is, Striking's a dog. He throws a lot of punches. He don't set anything up. He has no technical ability. He's just a dog. That's what I just heard from that.
No, damn well that's not what I said. He got ability. He got IQ. He's smart.
Okay, you should have said that before because you described him to make it seem like he just make everything a dog fight. Like he don't set
Nah, he
nothing
don't.
up. We just go straight in the phone booth.
Nah, he a smart dog.
I
they're-
will say that striking is the guy that likes to push the action typically, right? But like, I feel like if he dials that back by like 5-10% in this fight, the fight's just a tiny little bit more reserved, he's going to have a lot of success. Cleaning Tuber, all round is a bit of a threat. He's not bad on the feet, as you can see. He's landing some good shots, got some decent head movement. But when he's best is on the ground, Jay. So like, try and just keep him on the feet as long as possible. Try to be a little bit more fundamentally sound and pick your shots, and it's going to make it a lot more difficult for him to get under those punches and at those legs for the takedown.
Yeah, I think striking just needs to be patient. There we go, nice. Like kick his legs like that. Just fight Usman from the outside. Keep straights on him. Don't let him get close to you. Force him to shoot takedowns in desperation, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh my god.
It's really back and forth right now. They're still making reads on each other. Nobody really has a clear like read to win right now. They're just kind of going back and forth. They're doing their thing out there.
Absolutely. Striking, trying to attack those legs quite a lot. I will say the flurries from Usman have been massively effective, using that front kick to continue to keep the range and trying to variate it a little bit as well there, Jay. But the body whip from Striking a little bit earlier on was very good until he got uppercutted. You can see that Cleaning Tuber is completely aware of the game plan of his opponent and what his path to success is, and as a result, he seems to have made the necessary steps to try and adjust and prepare for that.
Yeah, and I like what Striking doing. Just don't lose your discipline. Keep it patient. You're wasting his stamina. You're doing a good job fighting from the outside. It's just when you get caught too close chest to chest with him, that's when you get caught in them flurries and them combos, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, 110%, and that's kind of one thing Striking has to work on here. He had a nice little spot a little earlier on, but he just kept throwing and that's how Tuber kind of landed that nice beautiful counter, and it just happened right there as well.
Work. Striking, trying to not take pictures too much. I do say that the shot selection right now from Cleaning Tuber has been excellent. He definitely doesn't have the same kind of finesse to his approach in the striking world, but he's being so effective with it that he's keeping striking very, very honest. Across the entirety, and I feel like it's actually giving Striking a little bit of a pause to his normal style, Jay. I feel like so far he's maybe having a little bit of an issue getting going and finding his rhythm in this bout.
Yeah, I agree, but I think he's going to find it in the second round because it's not like he didn't have success, but he always gets caught when he's too close, or he get caught with a lead uppercut when he throws a body jab. Like, there is something he can build from in that round, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and he just needs to find it. He just really needs to find the opening, but here Tuber lands a beautiful takedown right there, Cyrus.
Beginning of the round as well, man. Opening 20 seconds of the round, he secures a takedown after having a very, very, kind of competitive but positive first round if you're in the side of Usman as well. This is a really, really smart move. Doesn't allow his opponents to try and make reads or adjustments from that first round. J-Dime after the short intermission gets the takedown, but gets reversed pretty quickly, which has got to be a little bit concerning if you are Cleaning Tuber.
Yeah, because if you're Usman, you want to grapple, but you don't want to grapple from bottom, because what do you have from bottom if you're Usman? What jiu-jitsu does Usman have? Even if you do, you just don't want to be on bottom, especially in a position like side control, Swaggy. Oh.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You do not want to be in side control. Side control is a bad spot to be in. So is mount, though. Top mount's not a good spot to be either, Cyrus.
Absolutely right. This good defense, man. But then the elbow clips him. Was that a rock? Does that count as a rock?
Yes, that counts as a rock.
Wow. He had a lot of head health for that to be a rock there. That was crazy. Good work, Leon. Rocky Edwards does have incredible elbows, and once again makes him pay.
Yeah, them incredible elbows Leon got, he showed Bilal in the final 20 seconds of the fight when it didn't matter. He showed him them elbows.
Please, let's never talk about Leon versus whatever that guy's name is, and we'll be good. Let's just erase that from the history books.
You don't have to say his name, just call him GOAT.
Oh, brother.
Swaggy, bro. Swaggy. Get.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
I was about to say some wild things then. We'll
Oof. Oof.
keep that on the back burner for later, Swag. We'll keep that on the back burner for later. Later conversation.
Whatever you say, champ.
Oh shit, you about to see, bro. You about to see. No, good stuff though. From cleaning Tuber, surviving, managing to work his way back to guard, but after a takedown that would have had many people thinking that he would be massively ahead in this round as a result, this has actually turned out to be a striking round. Now, interestingly enough, that's some really good ground and pound.
And great use of the grappling. He didn't sit there and stall. He did great damage, and he dominated around because of that. He got a stun on the ground, and now that we're on the feet, all he has to do realistically is every time Usman try to counter, just take a step back. Use your range. If he throw that uppercut, take a step back, then throw a teep. Just don't let it be a dirty fight if you're Leon, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I think Striking is doing a beautiful job right now, all around. Like, he's really starting to turn it around, and he's really not letting Tuba bitch him. He's really out there, and he's just, you know, he's standing on business, and he just keeps bringing the fight to Tuba, whether it be on the ground, whether it be on the feet. He's just bringing them the smoke, Cyrus.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I just, I feel like this is 1-1 going into the third. It's still anybody's fight. Obviously, anybody's fight, but it's just so strange, Jay, because, like, you know, Leon Rocky Edwards, striking, had more success on the ground, and Usman had more success on the feet in the opposing round, so it's kind of crazy.
Man, I don't want to hear Usman had more success on the feet, man. Fuck them stats. We had eyeballs. Usman ain't win that round. But, so that don't. Oh my goodness. But he is having some success on the feet. You're not lying.
Oh, head kicks. We appreciate the subscription, my man.
Nice.
Support means a lot. No more adverts for that man either. Absolutely goated. All those complaints. Mr. J Dime. Subscribe.
So you can't spam me with ads anymore. You can't
I don't
try
spam
to bully
ads.
me.
You know this, bro. Don't even start me, bro.
Okay. Would I ever spam you with ads?
Look, I went on my Cyrus the Looney channel, the one I'm not subscribed on. I did get 6 ads the moment I loaded up your stream. So don't you?
That's not
test
me.
Don't you test.
That's the difference. When I give you ads on my channel, it's Twitch. It's out of my control. That's
Oh
Twitch
yeah, and it's different for me. Is that what you're saying, Jay?
For you, you're clicking the button. You're clicking.
I'm clicking the
start
button,
ad.
bro. That's fucking wild. That's wild, bro. I ain't having this. I ain't having it. Fucking hurts
I'm
my
about to
soul.
start adding in for that. Like it.
Usman going to work on the mat now, Swaggy. After what was the second round, seems like he may have made some adjustments from that grappling exchange and found what he believes to be a route to success.
Yeah, no, but there's a lot of time left in this round, Cyrus. Like Striking can still turn it around here. However, there's still a solid amount of time left for Tuba to also completely claim dominance on this fight, Jay.
Yeah. Okay. This is bad for Leon because I don't know who was winning the round on the feet. It may have been Usman, and now realistically, Usman can sit here and just control him. It may not be the most entertaining, but he can control him for a victory in this position, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, he could keep him here as long as he wants. He could, yeah, see, he's just continuing to deny his movements, and now he's just gonna roll him over, sit on his back, and you know, just attack from there, Jay.
Ooh, that's bad. That's bad for Leon because at this point, you kind of got to get desperate. You don't have time to be patient on the ground. You got to get out of here, Cyrus.
No, exactly right. Urgency is key, but once again, easier said than done, man. Easier said than done. Cleaning Tuba is a menace on the mat. He didn't really show it in that second round, but this third round has been absolutely brutal for Leon Edwards, man. It really, really has. And if he is 2 rounds down, you know, this we're coming after this one. Or if he lost one of those earlier rounds, then Usman may have just picked up a nice victory. I do think that probably Usman got that first round, and he did. Good fight, man. Good fight. Like I said, kind of an interesting one. Not quite exactly how I expected to see that go down, but I just think that they matched each other pretty well skill level wise, and led to an interesting match for sure. That's a lot more significant strikes for striking over the course of that bout as well, and more total strikes landed. The guy was active. You have to give him that.
That's crazy because he had a strong round 2, and you would think he would carry the momentum to round 3, but that momentum got taken from him in round 3, and that sucks for him.
Well, Swaggy, my man, we now move on to the very first fight of the main card here this evening. Going to be a very interesting bout between K1 Fee up against Not Blue Star, who is 1-0. I've not seen this guy before, so he's
not Blue Star.
Not Blue Star, bro. Not Blue Star. He never heard of him. So I mean, I'm assuming he just won his unaired fight and is now looking to make his aired debut. Which I mean, this is the time to do it. Beginning of the season, man. One or two good fights, and you can really start to make your name out here, Swag.
Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna hold you, and I've never seen either of these guys. So, you know, I'm excited to discover the both of them, Jay.
So, who is Blue Star fighting? My bad.
K1 Fee.
Oh, I know who Fee is.
Yeah.
I know who Fee is.
He's good, man.
But,
Fee put on a good performance last time out,
yeah,
for sure.
I know who Fee is. Fee's good. But Blue Star, this is everything. This is the most important matchup for him because first impression is everything, because that first impression determines how people view you as a fighter. If the first time we see you and you sniffing nuts and you're spamming, right? Right? I'll give you an example, right? Like Tainted Ember or Daisuke, right? Now Cyrus hate him and think he horrible. Now it takes a while for you to change that reputation because that first impression is everything. So here he has a chance to show what he's really made out of, Cyrus.
No, exactly right. Exactly right. And no better moment. First fight on the main card. Eyeballs are all on him. Up against a tough opponent in Fee, who can do it all. Fee's like a guy that can strike, can grapple. He's a bit problematic, to be honest with you. I mean, I know that you haven't seen him before, but as you can see already, chaining the combinations, chaining the takedowns, this guy can be a big problem. So I feel like it's going to be a bit of a test right now for Not Blue Star, who's going to have a cerebral approach and definitely have to showcase the ability to bounce back from a bit of adversity.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm a little, I'm starting to question the Yan pick a little bit, Jay. I don't know if that's the smartest pick to make against the Umar.
I don't hate that pick. I'm gonna be real. Like, the Yan pick isn't bad, but it's a bad pick if you're fighting on your back foot, because that's not Yan's game right here. I think if you're Yan, you have to be going forward. You don't have to throw a lot of strikes, but you have to be the one pressuring. You cannot sit there on your back foot fighting from the outside like you're a long-range Sean O'Malley type fighter, Cyrus.
You have to make it a boxing match. That's what you have to do. You have to defend takedowns like your life depends on it, because they do. And you also have to make it a boxing match, and ultimately you're going to have the advantage. Nice little combination on the inside. You see that when Yan is on the inside, he's having more success. Has to be careful of throwing kicks and the like, though, because Fee, and of course Umar as a pick, very good at capitalizing on openings like that. Gets the full guard pull and sweep. Beautiful work. And like I said, Fee, man, he's a diverse fighter out here, Swaggy. He's going to be willing to engage in any area that the fight takes it.
Oof.
Yeah, no, and he's doing a great fucking job in Mount right now. He's landing all them shots. He's really making a lot of damage, and he goes right into the arm triangle.
Yeah, I love it. I love this right now. I love how on the feet he was having trouble. So nice up. So he pulled guard and he put it in a realm where he wants to be at. And now he's one sub away from ending this match, Cyrus.
Yeah, massive amount. Like, that was a massive drain on the bar. Like, I was not expecting that. Both guys low stamina. Peter Yan has some really good submission defense typically. So impressive work. Umar obviously just built different, and so is K1.
Oh yeah, this is Swaggy's favorite submission right here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this is done, right?
GG's in the chat. GG's, man.
GG's in the chat.
At the end of the day, it just levels to this game, and Fee showed him he's different. And I look to see Blue Star work his way back up But now that he's fought Fee, he knows what he can work on. He knows what level Fee is on, and now he's gonna work his way back up there, Cyrus.
100%. Look, like he's also new to the promotion and new to Ed cards as a whole. Had one Ed fight before this, now fights on this one. I feel like this guy's somebody to look out for. Definitely has a very, very diverse set of skills, as I mentioned earlier. I want to see him maybe get a bigger fight next now against an established name, so we can see kind of where his skill level is at against a tested opponent. Blue looked good early on, especially with the striking. Landed some good shots, but when it hit the mat, man, Fee really showed that that there are some levels, and took that very, very quickly. Great fight, just short as it was. It moves us on very stylishly to the next one. We have, where's it gone? Boom, 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 boom. There it is. Oh shit! It's already that time, J-Dime. It's already that time.
Oh, what time is it?
AKA Dave.
Ooh,
up
alright.
against K1 Dasuki, or Dashiki, as we like to call
Hey,
him.
I like that. I call him Dashiki. I like that fight because stylistically, Dashiki has a style that gives anyone trouble. Because, listen, in the Grand Prix, listen, he had CV about to throw his controller out the window. Like I said, he frustrates people, and he's very persistent with his game too. He's very consistent in the way he fight. His striking is getting better, so he can give anyone trouble. Like, he has one of them styles where you could be the best fighter in the world, and he just makes it competitive. He's gonna frustrate you, Cyrus.
Do you know what? I agree 99 times out of 100, but I have one bit of information that you don't.
Okay.
And that's his fucking fighter pick here this evening. He's coming out here to kickbox, man. This is K1 Dashiki. I don't know if that's going to go in his favor or not, but K1 Dashiki going to work up against AKA Dave, one of the better all-round threats, swaggy, and strikers that you will see.
He's using one of the dorks. That's crazy.
Hey, hold on. Chill on my boy. Listen.
What?
There's a
That's
difference
what they
between-
call. That's
no,
what they call themselves.
fighting nerds, right?
Yeah, the dorks.
And they're not actual nerds either. They're just
No, they're bad. This guy's a badass.
yeah, but like a dork and a nerd is two different. A dork is another level. Like, you could be a nerd, but a dork is close to a dweeb. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're all the same thing. The same realm.
No, they're.
Yeah.
Cyrus, you know the difference, Cyrus. You can be like a dork is a whole nother level.
Listen, we don't have to talk about the dork versus, all right? Like.
Oh my.
Swag is basically out here calling everybody a neek. It's not good, and that's just unequal. But so this is an interesting approach, using the fighting nerds fighter himself. Right? I never say this guy's name, but Prates.
The Prates?
Yeah,
Is it
Prates.
Prates? Yeah, sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong, but I really like him as a fighter. I'm not gonna lie.
I like all those dudes, man. The fighting
Yeah.
nerds, they're really good fighters. They really are. They're taking over the game right now.
And I feel like they're good people. I'm not gonna lie, I watched like a little vlog with all of them together. Oh my goodness, he's getting whooped. But Carlos seemed like a cool dude. Like, they're very likable and they're good fighters.
100%. Well, be careful what you wish for, J Diamond Swaggy, because it looks like Dashiki wanted to test his striking up against the double champ, one of the best in the business, and he's already been rocked. He's not out of the fight, but it's not looking good as he's slowly getting picked apart on the outside by GSP, aka MK Dave, or aka Dave.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nice, Dave. And here's the thing about it. I'm not mad that Dashiki picked Carlos, only because how are you gonna get better in your striking without practicing your striking in real time? There's a lot of motherfuckers that are good sparring and good just practicing, training, Cyrus, but he's trying to improve his striking, and he's trying his striking in real time, Cyrus.
I don't disagree. I just disagree on when and who you do that against. AKA Dave is not
this is
the
a
guy
risk.
to do it against.
Yeah.
He's not. It's just
Yeah,
not. He does find himself in a grappling exchange now on top. I don't know if like Dave, as great as he is everywhere, this is his world. This is Dashiki's world. So like engaging in the grappling may have been slightly a bit of a mistake, but I suppose he saw what his teammate was able to do last time out and decided that he was going to test him there too. Looks like it's becoming problematic though, as he just got mounted, Swaggy.
Yeah, nah, he's mounted, but I was saying he was being very patient with the mount, but now he's throwing everything. He's trying to finish down there.
Ooh!
Yeah, he's going for it.
That's a real statement.
He's able to get real statement. That'll be one of the biggest upsets in PrimeTime history, I would imagine. It would be a shocking result if he's able to get the victory. And he did just take that round, as wild as that is. As wild as that is. I thought he was getting pieced up for 90% of it, but look at those stats.
He's getting better. He's getting better every time we see him. And like I said, oh my goodness, if he beats Dave, that'd be a real statement, but he can't let himself get carried away with his success because Dave built a name off coming back from adversity, off getting beat up and coming back and winning. So he has to keep the main thing, and cannot lose his focus and not get too excited, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, exactly like that. Like exactly what you said. Like Dave's always been known as the guy to win 5 to lose 5, and even in some fights we've seen him down 4 rounds straight and then get a crazy KO in the 5th. And you know, Dave's that guy. You can never sleep on Dave, no matter what round it is, no matter how down bad it is.
That's a really good point. I feel like when Dave was going 5 on 5, it's because like when he got rocked and when he got behind, he was like the type of guy that's like, I'm either now going to finish you or guard to my shield, or guard to my sword even. And the change in that was that when he got rocked on this crazy run he went on, it's because he found a way to turn those into victories. He wasn't just no longer trying to bum rush you and find a way back into the fight. He just knew that his skills would ultimately find a way to put in a success, but he knew when to turn it up. And he's getting tested here, man. Like this is obviously a bit of a scary moment from him, but especially against somebody like Toshiki, who he does not want to lose against. But I'm telling you, Dave is built different. He ain't gonna let anybody bully him, and he is not, by any stretch of the imagination, gonna give up on himself in that case.
Yeah, and Dashiki looks really good right now, but Dave is starting to do what got him to the dance. What is Dave's best attribute to me, which is, oh, and he's getting hurt. I was about to say the body attack is his best attribute, but now he's getting hurt again, and he's in a real war right now with Dashiki, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like Dashiki's putting it all in the cage right now. Like he's leaving it all in there, and he's impressing all of us right now too because he's doing this to Dave.
I was going to say this doesn't even look like Toshiki, but then all of a sudden he started clinching and doing single legs, so it does look like Toshiki. He's obviously elevating his game all round. This is really problematic for the former double champion. The thing I will say though, Jay, is if MK Dave can find his way into top control, he's got some of the most effective ground and pound in the game period. It's not going to take too many of him to sync together in order to cause some big damage here.
That's a great denial. Oh, great denial too. Oh, nice. Yeah, but like, ever since you started disrespecting Dashiki, his stock has risen, but he's gotten better. He's slowly throwing more strikes. His striking has gotten better. I think, Cyrus, he used what you were saying about him as motivation.
I agree. And look, I didn't say anything that wasn't true. That's the thing. I'll give him his flowers when his flowers are due. Right now, his flowers are due, and in his recent performances, he's definitely looked a lot better. Sometimes people need the good, honest truth to be able to see the flaws in their game and elevate themselves. Joining the K1 camp, I feel like it was a big improvement for Toshiki. Yeah, I think that it was a great step for him. A lot of good strikers over there. And you can see that is paying dividends for him now, Swaggy, in what has to be, described as the performance of his lifetime. He hasn't won it yet, but my goodness, is he fighting well and above what was expected of him here this evening.
Yeah, no, 110%. Like he's doing his thing tonight. He's really killing it, and I'm sure all of K1's, happy for him right now too. Some probably are in his corner right now, continuing to yell at him, Jay.
And like I said, if I'm in his corner right now, I'm telling him, keep your composure. Do not, do not overcommit and go crazy, because there we go, it's nice. Here we go. Like, because it's easy to get carried away because realistically, he's probably about to beat the double champ right now. But Stay down. There we go. And just break him down, Swaggy.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Has he got this yet? Has he got it?
He has this. He has this.
Wow.
He has it. He's at that. Anything that lands on Dave is putting him down. We're at that point.
He can't overdo it though.
Oh wow.
Oh no. He can't let this slip through his hands.
Nah. Oh, the doctor's coming in.
They've stopped it. Has he stopped it?
Yeah, it stopped. It stopped. Match has stopped. Hold on. Can I see? His match has stopped. There's no time on the clock. The match has been stopped.
Yeah.
If there's no time, yeah, this is over.
It's over.
And Dashiki
Wow.
with the W.
Don't sleep on Dashiki, man. Don't sleep on this guy. I'm telling you.
Listen,
Fuck.
he gets better. He keeps getting better, and that's one of the biggest upsets, and that's the best win of his career. Like, you need this on a title run now. This gives him the momentum. Right now, he feels unfuckwittable. Right now.
And let's remember, this guy went to a draw with the current champion. They had to fight each other twice. Remember? He had to fight each other twice. That's crazy.
Hey, trust me. I remember.
They'll never forget. Wow. Like I said, Dashiki's been making massive strides in his game, but like, I was not expecting this. In any way, shape, or form. Big performance for him here this evening. Walks away with a W and advances in those rankings. Now finds himself in a position where he is 3-1-1 going into the next event here at PrimeTime. Crazy work. Incredible. Sets us up for the next one. We have 3 fights left here this evening. Swaggy. A little bit different from what it says on the graphic. It's not mix-ups versus Maxi. It is not. We have a late notice replacement with what remains of Maxi stepping in there against one of the most credible grappling threats around in Spooky. My goodness. Strap in. Time for the fight of a lifetime. Fight of a lifetime. Good luck.
Sheesh. Okay. I commend Spooky because, you know what I'm saying, Spooky shows up anytime, anywhere. If you feel me, if he needs a fight, but it's going to be tough because Maxi can keep this on the feet. It's tough, but Spooky has been on a fucking tear. We're going to be real here. Spooky has, like, ever since he's went to Xbox, it's like his game has improved even more, and like, yeah, Spooky he's just been hot, Swaggy.
You ready?
Yeah, nope, Spooky's been killing it, man. Spooky's been, and he's still like gracefully kind of running with the whole, he's mainly a grappler gimmick, but he sprinkles in some elite striking. He's not a complete striker, but he does sprinkle some eliteness in there sometimes.
He just does it intelligently, man. He knows for some people he can't strike with. It's not the time, it's not the place. And he decides to grapple those people. I mean, what he did in the community event was, phenomenal. Jumping across from PlayStation, really put himself on the map on the Xbox division. This fight right here, I feel like it could go either way on the feet. His easiest path to success is the grappling. But I actually feel like he's going to strike a little bit, Jay, as we're seeing already, because the way that Maxi fights is like that chaotic, break you down approach. And that's the type of style that Spooky has been doing quite well again.
Yeah, and I like what Maxi's doing. I like how he's pressuring him like he's supposed to, Elliot, but Spooky is fighting really well off his back foot. He's keeping his composure too, and I like that. But the only thing is, I think his feet are getting too far behind them lines right there, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't like how he's continuing to keep his back so close to the cage. That's a big no-no. Because it allows your opponent to just do whatever you want.
That's sort of keeping Spooky. Now finds himself in the center of the cage, blocking the body. Seems to be defensively aware as we approach the midway point, or just past the midway point of round 1. However, Maxi, on the other hand, the most seasoned striker, is really trying to push that action, trying to take charge of the octagon out here, J-Dime. That obviously comes with certain risks as he continues to land barrage after barrage. He may be walking himself onto some big damage, like he did just there.
I'm glad Spooky did that. I think he needs to make some body shots. Like I said, off pull counter, throw a body shot. He has to make Ilya respect him, because Ilya is walking forward and don't give a fuck about nothing he's doing right now, Swaggy.
No, absolutely not. Ilya does not care. He's just doing his thing right now, and that's kind of, and instead of using vault strength and just kind of circling, he's just and that is not good. Another thing that's not good, that medical bag continues to get closer to a dark orange, and you know we did just see one darker stoppage.
Absolutely right. I mean, we have Pudgy in the chat making an observation of Spooky attacking that leg, and he absolutely is, but he needs a lot more of it. And to be honest with you, he needs to be a little bit more aware of that head half, because as he's chopping at that leg, Maxi continues to go up top and then big damage with flurry and combinations.
Nice!
He gets caught.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
He stole it real quick. Right at the end.
He may have stole that round at the end too. Let me see.
I think it was a big finesse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's his round.
Massive, yeah.
Yeah, that's his round right there, and I think Spooky's doing a good job. He's keeping his composure. Like I said, I'm okay with people fighting off their back foot. I like fighting off my back foot, but just make sure your back isn't that close to the cage. Not that close. Like just circle out, because Ilya gets his knockouts when he catches people backing straight up, Cyrus.
Absolutely, he does. He does. Wow, man, this has been a really interesting first 5 rounds. I feel like a lot of success on both sides of that octagon. But there it is, the success going in the side of Spooky now. Can he continue it?
Oh, that wasn't a bad shot either. That was a good shot that he took. But that was good takedown defense. And Spooky is carrying that momentum, but he's getting pieced up. This is the problem. I was about to say he's carrying that momentum from last round, but now he's in danger right now. It looks like he's trying to fight for his life over here, Swag.
Yeah, nah, he is trying to fight for his life right now, and he can't step too far back, because that bag is close to red.
Nice.
Oh, wow. People sleep on Maxi, man. I'm telling you, this guy's hands are crazy. He does like to overextend sometimes, but it leads to really entertaining fights one way or another. Heads help and block now problematic for Spooky. He digs for the body effortlessly there, J-Dan. Beautiful body work on the return, but still that head health not in a good spot.
Nice, there you go. There you go, lands some body shots. There we go. Way to break him down. That was big for Spooky. Now Spooky found a way. Now he's where he actually wants to be at now. He's on the ground, and I love how he mixed it up to the body.
Yeah, Spooky needed that. He needed that big.
Nice work. Now finds himself in half guard with 2 minutes left to work. This is a lot of time for Spooky G. Absolutely a menace on the mat against anybody. Top pound and the ground and pound nicely defended right there from Max.
Good defense, though. That's great defense by Maxi, but sheesh, that's great defense right there. Because a few more posture ups, it may start to look ugly, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, 110%. Ooh.
Not good for Maxi. Submission gonna get sunk in right here.
No, that's not good.
Back timeout.
Maxi got no stand.
His stand don't exist right now.
Beautiful denial again, man. These denials are vital for Maxi.
Oof.
Fight back! Fight back!
It's a really bad spot to be in with Spooky on top of you.
So the perseverance from Maxi to survive that onslaught on the mat. A lot of people would have been out, like straight up they would have been out. One way or another, whether it be submission or ground and pound. He just found a way to predict and anticipate what his opponent was doing every step of the way to keep himself in this bout. That was a very, very, very strong round from Spooky G though, J-Time. Look at those statistics.
Man, Spooky been fighting beautifully. It's 2-0 Spooky right now, and Spooky has to stay defensively sound because Maxi knows he's down 2-0. Now Maxi is trying to take his head off now, Swag.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like, the thing is, Maxi like has his head health low, so like he's kind of just battering out there. The thing is, Spooky needs to be smart here. Either decide to completely lock it on the grappler, or he needs to keep his distance and not let Sporia get any heavy hits.
Bro. And right when he say that, Elia lands. And this is where everything goes downhill.
Oh my goodness!
All that work. Golly.
Maxi, man!
God, man, he kicked his head off his shoulder.
Wow.
Dead.
All that work Volk put in. All that work. For that to happen. Damn. Good win. Good comeback.
Oh. Some way, somehow, he gets it done again. Maxi from the brink of the end, man. Just at the gates of hell he was. Somehow finds a way to land that head kick. And there's nothing Spooky G could do about it, man. Just ultimately, he went to the land of wind and whispers in Maxi's place.
Damn. That's all I gotta say. Damn.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Do you know what time it is, though? It sets us up for the co-main event of this evening. We have AKA MG up against Ripe MMA. Two guys that have been around the scene for a very long time, had seasoned and established runs here in the promotion, with MG hitting the highest heights of becoming champion back in a previous season. Ripe MMA has been on the brink of that on a few occasions. I truly believe in this guy's abilities and skills in the octagon, J-Dime. He's shown it time and time again. Much like mix-ups in the past, he has struggled to get over that final hurdle, but I believe that once he does, we will see a different man out of Ripe MMA, and this may be an opportunity for him here this evening with a big win to get, to book himself an opportunity at a belt. He really does have the abilities. Can he do it up against such a formidable threat like MG, who, let's be real, has been a plague to the PlayStation division with the absolute striking excellence he brings to the table?
I think MG is very underrated because he's won a belt before, and a lot of times people bet against him, like in the Grand Prix, right? And he upsets a lot of people. A lot of times, because there's not many people who can just straight up beat MG. Like, the list is really short, Cyrus.
It really is. It really is, man. Like, he don't drop too many rounds, never mind fights. Like, MG is like and I still don't know why people sleep on him so much, to be real with you. Like, he's a proven guy now in this game, man. He really is. And that's what I'm saying about Ripe as well, is that this guy's had some really standout performances. For me, he was one of the most improved season or two back, and really kind of elevated his game on a very, very quick path. I just feel like sometimes he lets the emotions get to him, doesn't quite fight to his full abilities, but his fight IQ, his input, and his shot selection is some of the best on the game. If he's able to stick true to that here this evening, use that IQ to try and work at MG's body a little bit, he may have a lot of success. But we all know, Swaggy, that it is much easier said than done, because MG is a menace. That chaotic style he brings, the blend of kind of absolute carnage and cerebral kind of defense is an interesting one. It's kind of hard to guess which way he's going to go in every single bout.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, MG's very talented, but the thing is, like, Ripe is also very talented, but sometimes he just, I feel like he gets ahead of himself, or he just kind of, like, doubts himself. He second guesses himself, and he gets kind of, like, stuttery in there, and leads to some losses where he should win. But so far, this is a good fight on both guys' parts.
Wow, man, massive exchange right there, J-Dime.
Ooh. Ooh. Ripe is trying to knock his head off, but Ripe gotta be careful though that he don't throw too many in a row and get full countered.
Just like that right there, as you said it.
Oh my
Full
god.
counter, then sat down. MG going to work right now with that ground and pound. Also decides to separate and keep it back on the feet. Kind of mesmerized by this one. This was one of the ones I was highly looking forward to. Oh!
Oh.
Wow, man, this is such a dangerous fight. One of those edge of your seat battles between two seasoned veterans of the game. Wow. MG getting the better of these trades right now, Jay.
He is. Like if I'm Ripe, I can't throw too many because MG is always susceptible to counter something.
Ooh. He's trying it. He's trying it.
I feel like Ripe's being a little too patient.
I feel like it's because, yeah, you're not wrong, he's become a lot more patient. I feel like it's because he got chin checked a moment ago, you know? He got chin checked after really, really letting those hands go. So, comms are speechless right now. We're all just absolutely involved in this fight, man. I'm telling you, like, these guys are fighting out their socks right now.
Now the thing is,
I told you this is gonna be a good fight.
I'm not a commentator right now though. Right now I'm not a commentator. Right now, I'm a spectator like everyone else. I just got better seats than you do right now, Lucky. But we're doing the same thing right now.
They touch him up. Round 2 underway. Great first round back and forth action. Successes on both sides, but MG ultimately securing that round. Can Ripe find his way back into it? Or will MG continue to mount up damage? There it is.
Nice. Full counter again.
He's going to drop the 3 on some of these exchanges. The 3 and the 4 is getting him caught, especially when it's rounded. MG is capitalizing on rounded shots right now when they're put in combination.
Yeah, Ripe has to realize that. Because if us in the booth realize that, he's there in real time. He has to be able to make nice. He has to be able to make an adjustment because this is counter central right now. MG read him a long time ago, Swag.
Yeah, no, 100%. MG has just been kind of like absolutely dog walking, dominating. He's doing everything he wants to do. When Ripe throws a shot, he's not landing 9 out of 10 times. And MG's just landing counter or walking out of the way.
That's the thing, man. If he just changes that hook or uppercut for an overhand or takedown, then he puts a bit of variation in there, which means that MG can't get away with leaning out of the range of that shot. Oh my goodness, kicked on the inside and got punished. MG going to work right now. The damage continues to stack up.
Oh, that was great side step. He needed that. He needed that. Now he has to do something. Oh my goodness. And momentum has been taken back. He taunts him. Oh my goodness. What will Ripe do? Because Ripe's seen some hope. And now that hope is being taken away from him, Swag.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know, that elbow was nice. And then you know, MG took it right back. MG didn't even let him have 5 seconds to fan.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, wow. It's the uppercut every time, too, Jay. Like, he's continuing to land that lead uppercut from hell.
Yeah. I feel like right now, Ripe brain is scrambled. Ripe, I feel like he's cooking him so bad. Ripe is overthinking at this point, Cyrus.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I feel like he's trying to wait for a perfect moment to counter, but the problem is that the damage continues to mount up on him in the meantime. Head health blinking, block is gone. It's do or die in this point of the fight.
Yeah. Thing is, sometimes you can't wait for the perfect counter. You have to create it at some point. Oh my goodness.
Especially against somebody like MG, man. Like, MG don't make too many mistakes. You need to make him make those mistakes.
Ooh.
Nice work. I mean, MG on a tear right now. A couple of moments success for, obviously, Ripe, but almost one-way traffic it's becoming at this stage.
MG's putting good work in right now, man. MG's just doing his thing. He's just landing heavy shots, and honestly, he's coming in boatloads. Coming in boatloads, Jay.
Say that again?
He's coming in boatloads.
All right, I'm gonna just pass the mic to Cyrus. Just
He sits him down. What a swift change of topic from MG right there as he lands a beautiful shot and sits him down for a moment. Right now has a decision to make. Does he just decide to try and make it to a decision, or does he? Does he try to fight his heart out and get a finish? I know Ripe MMA, I've seen him fight for so long. I feel like this guy is going to have to let go at a certain point. There's no moral victories in this sport. It's do or die. 3 minutes 40 on the clock, and MG is continuing to walk him down and land shot after shot. This may be over very short.
this is bullying. First of all, this is. What did Ripe do to deserve this? Ripe's a good guy. No, why are you following up?
Oh!
He did not deserve that. That was bullying at his finest.
That last strike was unnecessary. I want him to be fined. I want PrimeTime to fine him $10,000.
10,000.
Over 9,000, bro. That was a fucking incredible fight. MG made it very one-sided towards the end. That first round, very, very close. But as time went on, MG just continued to separate himself from the competition. Beautiful, beautiful performance. And MG looks like he's on a tear right now. I think, obviously, I don't make the matches, especially not now, but I think he's making a case for a title opportunity in the very near future. That was about as clean as it gets.
Sheesh.
There she has it. There she has
That was
it.
beautiful.
Time is now, though. J Dime, Swaggy, we have reached the penultimate moment of this card. Obviously, we have a title fight that we've been building towards, and it is EK Warrior, the recently crowned champion from the Grand Prix, going up against B3's very own Crow, Kieran Crow, as he is more well known within the community. We have an Islam Makhachev up against Alexander Volkanovski. An interesting approach, I feel like, just to kind of talk about the picks for a moment out here, J-Dime. Alexander Volkanovski in this weight class, up against Islam. That's a brave pick from Kieran Crow. Obviously, he must be comfortable with that pick, but there are certain disadvantages you're getting by going that against Islam.
Yeah, and I don't know why I thought EK Warrior would get Conor McGregor. Like, because I feel like EK Warrior does his best work striking. Islam has really good striking too, but I just don't see Warrior shooting on him. Like, I thought he would go like a Conor, to be real with you.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I was just having a little look ahead, see if there was any agreements in the chat. I don't see any. So, yeah, without further ado, we are here at the main event. Xbox title on the line. EK Warrior using Islam Makhachev, trying to defend his belt here this evening up against an incredibly credible threat, B3 Pro. I don't think these guys have fought each other before either. Interesting.
And here we go. The trilogy between Islam and Volk. I don't know why we're having a third fight, but let's go.
Let's go.
It is a really interesting pick from Warrior. You're right, man. The more and more I think about it, Jay. But there you go. He knows something we don't. Already gets a stun.
No, he done already stunned him. And Islam's striking's really good too. But like, goodness gracious, if you're Kieran Crow, you can't start like this, especially against somebody like Islam either.
Wow.
This is starting off very, very, very one-sided, Jay.
It is. Momentum is already going to champ side, to warrior side right now. He can do no wrong. If you're Volk, you got to constantly use your feet, though. You got to get out the way of these. But Volk's a good pick, but it's tough to use him against Islam at the same time, Cyrus.
It really is, man. Like I said,
Yes.
genuinely, Kieran Crow wanted to skate uphill here this evening. He wanted to say there to be no excuses, and he's going to have to fight the fight of his life in order to get a victory. The fighter picks are against him. The champion, of course, is going to have all of the confidence and the resources behind him to maintain that belt. It's on the challenger to find a way into this round. He does have to pull and a pull. He lands a counter. He needs a lot more of that, Swag.
Yeah, no, he really does. He needs to keep up this head movement. He needs to keep up this footwork. And he needs to now.
It's bad to be on the bottom of Islam. Someone with the grappling credentials of Islam. That's, even if you are a great grappler, you just don't want to be on bottom like this, Iris.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Islam is smothering, but he manages to get back up. And then he does eat a body kick for his troubles. I'm sure he'll happily take that exchange right there. He managed to get it back to the fight, back to striking. Any sort of ground exchanges with Islam Makhachev are going to be terrifying, especially if you're on bottom. Continually pressed behind that black line, trying to find a way to fight his way back to the center of the octagon. But easier said than done as Makhachev refusing to give up space right now.
Oh. I was about to say, you got to make Islam respect you because he's just walking Volk down. Volk has to land something meaningful, Swag.
Yeah, no, 100%. Volk needs to land a big shot right now. He needs something. He needs something. Wow. Anytime he gets close into the inside, Islam's just tearing that jaw up.
Man. Karen Crow. If you're Karen Crow, what do you do? What adjustments do you make going in round 2, Cyrus?
I feel like he has to stop clinching and shooting takedowns. He needs to interrupt him. Anytime he's on the inside, get that clinch. Set up some takedowns to open up the hands. I know that obviously the obvious thing is that Islam Makhachev has better grappling stats and is going to be a bit more of a threat there. But on the feet, it is not going your way. Every time it's on the inside, the power is translating too much for Islam. You're getting beat to the punch. So you have to mix it up. And if the striking isn't working, I think the kicking, given how close they're fighting, is not an option for him right now. So clinching and takedowns may allow him to get a little bit of separation, let the rest of his tools fully work for him.
Nice.
On the inside, EK Warrior just absolutely flawless here this evening. The combinations he's throwing, the all-round shot selection on another world. Oh wow, look at that pull though.
Volk is having success, but like his big moments are too far in between. He needs some consistency with this offense, Swag.
Oh. Yeah, no, he does need some consistency, and he's just not showing any at all. There's almost no awareness.
Oh. There we go.
Nice.
Oof.
Oh wow. Oh wow!
Oh.
He did him dirty with that overhand.
Yeah. Easy night at the office for Islam Makhachev, man.
Wow.
Rest in peace to Karen Crow. God.
That was a dog walking, man.
Yeah.
He proved why he's champion.
He absolutely did. Kieran Crow had in his will that he is to be buried at sea, so that's what's going to happen right now, because that's a dead body in that cage. EK Warrior, just flawless, absolutely flawless here this evening. Landed over 50% of his significant strikes, over 50% of his total strikes. Just made this look easy, and Crow is no pushover, man. Like, typically he's really not. So for him to go out and do it that way, EK Warrior really showcasing that he means business here at the top of the division, and he's not looking to let that belt go anytime freaking soon. And still your Xbox champion, EK Warrior, once again. Incredible work.
Damn, rest in peace, Karen Crow. And he was talking about he put in his will to be buried at sea. The problem is, Warrior beat him up so bad he can choose where he wants to bury him. And his will don't mean nothing. He has no say in anything right now. Like he, listen, if he want to bury him in a motherfucking grocery store, he can do that right now.
EK Warrior is a good dude. I'm sure he will honor his final wishes. But lads, it has been a pleasure calling you. If you haven't already, make sure to check out J-Dime, obviously on Twitch. This man, as consistent as it fucking gets, most entertaining streamer about. Check that link. And of course, our one and only Swaggy him fucking self, equally as consistent. This guy streams all the freaking time. Variety streamers on both occasions, from GTA RP to fighting games and everything in between. If you haven't gone over and subscribed, supported, and stuck around in their channels at this point, I don't know what the fuck you are doing. You are missing the trick. So show some love. Head over there right now. Until the next one, we will be back next week, of course, with PrimeTime 152. I know it says PrimeTime 153 on the graphic, but 152 is next week with the PlayStation Championship on the line. It has been a pleasure seeing these fights, calling them alongside J-Dime and Swaggy. Enjoy the UFC a little bit later on this evening. And until next time, much love, peace out. We'll see you soon.